Boss lady, this man needs help. His baby mama put him out and he ain't got no furniture.
Let him have it.
Boss lady, this man need a bed. And all he can afford is $69 a month. How you gonna get another one without a bed?
Come on, baby.
This man need a TV for his bedroom. All he can afford is $59 a month. You know he got all them children.
73 inches, baby.
Boss lady, this man needs air conditioning. It's hot on the street and he only can pay $49 a month.
I'll cool him down, baby.
No money down, no credit check, all the time.
Get a delivery room. Where my dog's at? Where my dog's at? Where my dog's at? Sorry, man. Sorry. Okay. There's none of this is recorded, right? I don't...
Actually, yes.
Oh shit, it is. Sorry, guys. Oh fuck, it is.
Hey, don't be sorry. That's just real talk. You got 15. Yeah, 15 kids. I mean, I'm sorry. He got 15 kids. He ain't gone yet. I mean, I'm obviously you hope that he pulls through this situation, but it's looking very dire at this point.
Right.
It's not looking good, man.
And drugs like that will fuck you up, yo.
He said, I read an article that said he's been addicted to crack since he was 14. He smoked a laced marijuana cigarette.
Yeah. He ain't never rapped about that shit in his albums.
Because he was addicted to crack.
No, but I mean, okay, Jay-Z fucks bitches. So Jay-Z be like, I fuck bitches.
That's different.
But DMX ain't like, yo, I'm at the crack pipe. Like,
I'm gonna say having sex with women is a little bit different to talk about smoking crack. I'm just going. I'm
sorry. You're right. That's a little too over the line. You got to keep it at fucking shooting people and robbing people and stabbing people and fucking raping bitches.
Yeah, man.
Keep it at that. Don't talk about no smoking crack now. That's just off
correct.
The wall.
Correct.
That's crazy talk. What the fuck?
I'm just being honest. Like you really hear out the people.
Dude, that's fucked up. The crackheads ain't got no idol.
But let me tell you something though. But let me tell you something though. I gotta give DMX a lot of credit because he's been smoking crack since 14. He still got all his teeth.
Yeah, he do.
That's commendable.
How you know they're his though?
I'm about to say that. I was gonna say that. Maybe they're not his, but at the end of the day,
he probably borrowed it from someone else. Let me use your teeth, dog.
He ain't got.
He don't got chill.
Sorry, yo.
Oh man! All right. I'm sorry. I'm a little off kiltered right now because I literally just walked in the house and literally just hopped on this thing. So I'm forget. I know we made changes. I don't really remember the changes now. So
that's all right. So it's gonna be we're gonna be discussing that George Floyd trial. You say you want to discuss that? Right. I put together what I think of and I did it from recent memory. So it's not like 1970s, 60s, but recent calls that we all saw with our own eyes, or at least lived to see with our own eyes. 10 worst calls in NBA history. And then HBO, the best HBO shows out there. And they're supposed to have a bracket.
I changed it to Living Color. I put it in the chat last night.
Yeah, he said he was changing it to Living Color. That's the changes.
That works. That works. I've seen every episode of that shit.
Yeah. Exactly. We all seen all episodes, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. And I've been watching it lately a lot, so it's been on my mind.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I mean, it's still pretty vivid in my mind from most of the stuff. So, all right, so
Richard Pryor scared for no reason.
That shit is a classic. Yo, Tom, you was right though. The music was
Richard Pryor is scared for no reason. Remember when he was pouring his frosted flakes? All right,
let's go, y'all.
Let's start.
All right, we're getting serious. Get serious, guys. Fucking show. Let's go. Nobody's been on TV before. Come on.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the 3 in the Chamber podcast.
Yo,
you know what I mean? Thanks for riding along with us, obviously, for this next hour and some change or whatever of some sports-related topics and, of course, the shit that matters to us. So, hey, man, we're glad to have you along. I'm your host, you know what I mean, or at least one of the people driving this whole situation. My name is Cream. I got my man Bad Lizzy, aka Dave Lugo, over here to the left. I always call him Bad Lizzy because I'm so used to y'all don't know him as Bad Lizzy. I know him as Bad Lizzy when he was in the streets, getting on the mics on the ones and twos, talking about yo. That's Bad Lizzy, but my bad. His name is really David Lugo.
Thanks for giving my fucking government.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
But either way, and of course, my man down below or wherever he is at the moment, T Nizzle, T Nice on the ones and twos, man, the Jersey Devil. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's. I didn't even post that in the last thing or whatever. But Tom was frozen in our last broadcast or whatever, and as a result of it, he had this little stare into the abyss stare.
You know, I just dropped the hottest mixtape of 2021 stare at that.
Word. So, you know, we gave him an album cover, and I'll put it here in the chat anyway or whatever. But, you know, he's got a new album coming out called The Jersey Devil Returns, you know what I mean? And it'll be on all streaming platforms coming soon. So, listen, we're going to get started, man. We got a few topics, obviously, that we want to address, and today, we're going to be going with best HBO shows. That's going to be one. The Derek Chauvin trial, obviously.
Oh, wait, no, we changed it.
I'm sorry. It was HBO. Maybe y'all can post y'all HBO stuff in the comments, but we're going to be going with In Living Color. Some of the best of, as far as In Living Color is concerned. What are we talking about? Episodes? Are we talking about characters?
Sketches.
I guess 5 best sketches or whatever I want to do, or 5 best characters. We can do either or.
All right, so Tom's going to be driving that whole narrative, obviously, because he's got more just as much insight, I'm sure, as the rest of us. But at the end of the day, off the top of my head, I can't think of all of them, but you know, I got a good premise on it. So,
yeah, I have a library of that shit in my head, so
correct.
We're good.
And we're going to go with the top 10 worst calls in NBA history. And break down that aspect of it, and Dave will be driving that narrative. So we got our show for today, so we're going to get started. Before we do get started, want to definitely give a shout out and prayers up to DMX, because you know, right before we went on this broadcast, obviously we found out the news that you know, he did have he OD'd on cocaine or crack or whatever the case may have been. So he did have a reaction, and as a result of it, he is in grave danger. He's in a grave state at the moment. So we don't know what's going to come of that, obviously, between now and the next time we talk. But you know, we definitely prayers up for him, and prayers up to never mind. I don't even know if I should go there. Paul Pierce, we're gonna say Paul Pierce might be hosting with us.
Paul Pierce, you got your type job.
Yo, hey, Paul Pierce, we hired, baby. You know what I mean? We hired, baby. If you need a gig,
I'm hold you down, baby. I'm gonna hold you down, man. Shit.
Shorty in the back was kind of fly though. I ain't mad at you, but when you want to,
you look familiar, yo.
Did she?
She looked familiar to me. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Well, familiar to me. Yo.
I'll leave that alone. I don't want to break up no happy homes and nothing like that. But
no, not like that kind of familiar. Like I've seen her somewhere else on the arm of another NBA superstar somewhere or some shit.
She probably an
like,
Instagram model.
It'll come to me, yo.
She probably
if it does ever.
She an IG model.
Yo, did he have a robe on?
I look like he had a robe on. It looked pretty expensive too.
He was playing it in the air too. Yeah, he was playing it in the air. Yeah.
That nigga's fire, bro. He's done.
Done, yo.
Why
done.
though? If it's Jersey,
ESPN don't play that, yo.
He didn't do anything wrong.
They don't. Right now, Tracy McGrady and Rachel Nichols are sitting somewhere like.
Yo, you think he makes his hookers get tested for? Yo, you think he makes his hookers get tested for fucking COVID before they come over?
They was not following protocols at all.
Not at all.
There was no social distancing.
Definitely not social
Nobody
distancing.
Had a mask on.
No PPE on that bitch. The only thing that had a mask on was probably his fucking, you know what?
Damn, yo. He probably.
My own thing I was protected.
And they was probably twerking in the background or whatever, yo. And Tracy McGrady was like, "Hey, dog, you gonna be on the show tomorrow, right? Yeah, I'll be there." Yeah.
Yeah, yo, what's the mean when Instagram? Yo, what's the mean when your Instagram says you're live? What's that mean?
I'm trying to that was the dumbest part.
trying to film this. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Like the whole world's gonna see it, but
you could have at least put a mask on so we got to guess that it's you. Like,
good, he was smoking.
Let's get started, man. Let's get the show started.
Okay.
All right. So which one we want to go with first? We can start with. Let's get the nonsense out the way, man. With this Derek Chauvin trial. Chauvin, whatever it's. I don't care how you pronounce his name. Maybe you killed George Floyd, bitch. How about that? So at the end of the day, you're a murderer. I didn't watch the last couple of days of the trial. I did watch part of day one, where they had the underage girls that obviously they couldn't show their face on camera, but they gave their testimony. That was pretty eye-opening. Obviously, it was good testimony given there. Day two, I got a chance to look at. That was with the off-duty firefighter that was at the scene as well. That was like literally screaming at the cop, like, yo, get off him, like check his pulse. I don't think he's breathing. Like, yo, she was literally giving the depiction of what she saw from her training, being on the in the fire department. I think she's been there like 2 years or something like that or whatever. I think she's been with for firefighting in Minneapolis or whatever. So, they went through her training and everything and what have you. And then I watched day three, where they had the guy who was the clerk who took the fake 20 from George Floyd at the time, or the fake money that was given at the time. And I'm almost certain that they were saying that he wasn't the one that gave the money. It was the guy who was with him that gave the money or whatever at first or whatever. So I'm not too sure on that aspect of it. But the clerk who was there, who took the money from them or whatever, he was on day three. So go ahead, Dave. What were you saying?
I wasn't saying anything. No. I was asking a question real quick. But you had cleared it up right on the next statement over. So my bad.
Okay. So those are the 3 days that I saw in regards to it. Like I said, there's a lot of information though that I was able to kind of gain from it, because I didn't know a whole lot about the story, to be honest with you, about how we got to this point. I mean, I knew, obviously, I knew. I'm talking about the in-depth pieces. Yeah. Like the way that first the defense was trying to spin it. And obviously, the way the prosecution, presented their narratives. They also had the guy who was parked across the street from the Cup food store, who his wife or his fiance was getting food. And initially, he was parked behind George Floyd, and he was filming from his camera there. And then, like when he saw that the cops pulled their guns on him, he like moved out of the way and went across the street or whatever. So like it was a lot that was going. It was a lot of interesting testimonies, that were given on this trial that I've seen thus far. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't watched any of the trial. I read highlights. I read the stories. Next day comes out what happened in yesterday's trial. Yeah. Honestly, I skim it because there's like really no need for me. Honestly, I don't think there's any need for this trial.
I don't either, but everybody has to have their day in court.
Okay, everybody has your day in court, right? The only thing I'm really concerned with is the verdict. That's it.
No, and that's everybody. That's everybody.
There's nothing that these witnesses could say that's going to change my mind on the matter.
Right.
Nothing any witness could come up there and say. You see his prosecutor. From what I read, his prosecutor's been trying to deem it as he was being resistful. The bottom line is it's for you guys. That's it. Bottom line, he's cuffed already on the ground.
Already on the ground.
I know we got the 846 originally, but now it's really 929. That timeline's been established. How long it took him to murder this man?
Which sucks because I got to change my card now. Actually, I'll show it to you real quick. Hold on. So I have a Cash App allows you to like put stuff on your card if you want to.
Right.
So my Cash App card says Black Lives Matter 846. So right.
That's a beat.
And it's funny because I handed it to this white lady at Taco Bell one time, and she looked at it. She was like,
"We don't swipe this card, sir. This card don't work."
She's like, "Your Black Lives Matter card is white." Fuck you, bitch.
She said that shit?
No, she said that shit.
I would have got some free shit. I would have getting free shit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, dude. With video evidence, this shit's always boggled my mind why we need to go to these lengths. They got to televise the trial and have this big fucking trial. All this bullshit, drag everybody back out, make everybody feel all this shit all over again. If he's not found guilty, like somebody needs to kill him. Someone needs to kill him in that courtroom. He can't leave that courtroom alive.
Yeah, for real.
Like straight up.
They gonna burn down Minneapolis if
he can't be allowed to leave that courtroom alive. That's just some bullshit.
But let me ask you one simple question. Would it surprise you if he did?
If he walked?
No. If he walked, no. Wouldn't be surprised. No.
It would not surprise me.
No. You know why? Because there's 6 white people on this jury. Yeah. I would dare say in America now, 1 in 3 white people is racist. I mean, that's 2. Yeah. That's 2 people that can hang a jury.
Yeah,
right there.
Fair.
Like, Fair. Come on, yo. So that being said, and plus it's Minneapolis. I mean, let's get real here. Like, it's Minneapolis. Right. The one cop that ever did go to jail in the history of Minneapolis just happened to be a black dude shooting a white lady. But let's just not bring that up. Let's just skip over that. Anyway.
So yeah. the way I feel like they were trying to the defense was trying to spin it was that Derek Chauvin was distracted by the onlookers who were yelling obscenities in his direction or whatever, telling him to get off of his neck. Obviously, in regards to the way that he had him down on the ground. Because here's the thing, when you're laying flat down on the ground, right? And not just any ground, but pavement. You're laying in the street. So you're on pavement. So the pavement ain't given, right? So when you're laying down, you know how like you're able to breathe and extend your lungs? Mm-hmm. You can't. Mm-hmm. It's almost
especially
impossible.
Especially when you're cuffed behind you.
Cuffed behind you.
It's even worse because your arms and your shoulders absorb a lot of that weight.
Right.
That's coming down on your chest.
So when you're back
you got
like
your arms
this,
like this,
right?
You have nothing to brace yourself.
Correct.
So it's already a little labor to breathe. I know because I've been in that position. That's why.
Right. So
let's put down Route 27. So
right. So let's put no one on you. Let's put no one on you, and you just on yourself. Just your weight alone is enough to restrict your breathing. Correct. So.
Yeah, but not to like deadly levels. You can live. You'll just be very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're just gonna be uncomfortable.
Having a 220-pound douchebag kneel on your fucking neck, that might do it. And I mean, he's gonna say, "Oh, I was distracted." I can't remember the last time I distracted an officer, and he stayed still. Yeah. And didn't move for 9 minutes and
Thank you. That's my point. Like, okay, so
you were distracted. That distracted, bro.
Right.
That distracted.
That's my point. My
That's
point.
Mega ADHD, yo.
My point of the matter is that even if I'm distracted by the crowd, I'm gonna move off him because the distraction that they're saying is get the fuck off of him. Like, yo, they're like, yo, get off of that man. Like, he's not even breathing. Like, he's already cuffed. Like, yo, why y'all on him? So get off of him. And if that's the distraction, I'm hearing that and I'm conscious of the fact that is this nigga breathing? Like, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, is he good? Like, whatever at this point, even if I am trying to subdue him, and even if it was a struggle at some point in time to get him to the ground, okay, he's on the ground now, and there's 3 other people on top of him along with you. So at that point, yeah, maybe it's time to get off of the guy's neck at least or whatever. I don't care if I got to have my foot on his back or my, whatever the case may be, or if I got to have my weapon drawn because he's a threat, because they're trying to say that he was on drugs because they did interview his girlfriend as well. And both of them had taken drugs, obviously, earlier in the day and whatnot. So that was a part of the situation as well, that they were testifying that the drugs or whatever, because even the guy at Cup Foods, who was the clerk that took the money from him. See, his problem with it was because he feels responsible. He's like, I pretty much got George Floyd killed because he slid me a fake 20 and I told my manager about it. And it started this whole shitstorm after that. So, but his problem is that, yo, I'm just a regular employee. Like if somebody passes me fake money, they taking that out of my check. Like that's coming out of my money. You know what I mean? Like I gotta make that right now. So they went out there and confronted him, and he wasn't even the confronter. It was another guy that worked in the store that confronted not George Floyd, but the guy who passed the fake money. So George Floyd was in the driver's seat, but he wasn't even in the altercation. Technically, it was the other guy. And they were like, yo, we need you to come back in the store so we can handle this. And they was like, nah, we're not coming back in the store. Like, we're not doing that. And there was a girl in the back seat with them apparently as well. I've never seen them. I don't even know what they look like. But again, there was 3 people in the vehicle with, 2 other people with George Floyd. So 3 people total in the vehicle. And I guess, like I said, the person who was in the passenger side was really the person who really did this shit. He was the one that had the fake money or whatever. And the guy was like, yeah, I knew it was phony. I knew it was fake money and, you know, what have you. And then he told his manager about it. And his manager told him as they were leaving, you know, like, yo, you need to go out there and get that money. That's coming out of your check, bro. You know what I mean? If they passed the fake money and you took it, that's on you, dog. You know, so they went out there to confront him. They was like, we're not coming back in the store. And then everything went to shit from there. So, you know, whatever. They called the police, and that's when everything went to shit. But the firefighter was the one who was like to me was like one of the most instrumental people, because her training, they were really trying to look at, that's where they tried to spin it to the point where she was like a distraction by saying that she wanted to help, you know, George Floyd, like, at least let me check his pulse, because they're trained in CPR. You know, she's trained to be an EMT as well. So she's got EMT training. She's not a paramedic, which is different. You know,
no, but she could have helped.
Right. She had the training.
All those policemen all have the same level of training she had.
No.
Any of the three accomplices to this murder?
Yes.
The knowing accomplices to this murder could have turned around and checked his pulse while he was kneeling on his neck. But
correct.
Nah.
He
wasn't. There was no need to check his pulse because he hadn't killed him yet. He had to kill him first. So you know, they had to let him finish killing him, then go check his pulse. You know.
Did y'all see the video? Did y'all see the video of the EMT or the paramedic showing up and this guy's still on his neck? They had to literally almost lift this cop off of him so we could get to him, so they could get to him to pick him up and put his body on the gurney. It was bad, yo. The video was depicting.
I still have not watched it yet because I don't know if I'll be able to handle it.
All you're gonna see is a racist dude kneeling down doing the same shit Kaepernick did for fucking 10 minutes. Except this one, he's killing somebody.
Yeah,
that's all.
Much, yeah.
That's all. You can hear him. You can hear George Floyd screaming, begging. You can hear him crying for his mother. All of that shit unfazed this guy. Yo, Mexico's going through their own version of the same shit. Mexican police knocked on a Mexican lady, killed her, and then she didn't get the dignity of a gurney. They just threw her in the back of a pickup, like tossed her tossed her in the back of a pickup, rolled her body in the back of a pickup truck and drove off.
Oh, what
Mexican
the hell?
Mexican police.
Damn.
Like they didn't learn. They don't know who George Floyd is down there. They don't know what the fuck is going on down there. Like
they probably don't. They probably don't. Who knows? Somebody might, but not everybody.
You're a cop anywhere in the world. You probably already have your trend. Don't end up like the American cops.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to end up like that shit. Like, come on, y'all. Listen, y'all. I don't even see how this trial is even going on. Like, once the video evidence comes out, you should just. If I'm the prosecutor, I'm like, I close my case.
Yeah, I mean, look,
like seriously,
there was video.
There's no stronger case to be made than that.
There was video evidence in '91 when Rodney King got his fucking ass beat.
Yeah, but that's systemic racism. That was systemic racism was way stronger than it was today.
I mean, 91? I don't know.
91, they were allowed to pack a jury with 11 white dudes, 1 black dude.
Okay.
Like they didn't give a shit then. It didn't matter then. Like back then, this is like early the first Bush, coming around the first Bush Clinton years. You know, it's like it was way worse 30 years ago. You don't realize it because in those days we were kids. We didn't give a fuck about racism or anything like that then. Like we didn't really care to see it. Now that you're grown and you look back on all the shit you saw, you're like, damn.
Let me ask you this question.
Ass fucking time we were in.
Do you ever think that because I have seen it, and I'm not giving credit to white people, but at the end of the day, I have seen where, you know, a lot of these the younger generation of white people or whatever don't give a shit about the stuff that their parents were trying to teach them. Like as far as racism,
it's a smaller number. It's a smaller number than where it was 50 years ago or 100 years ago. Yeah. Every generation that number gets smaller, but the problem is that number's never going to go away. Nah, and that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think it will ever end? Do you think racism will ever be something that we look back on and say, "What the fuck was that"? No, never. This will never. This has been around since the beginning of time. You've heard the theory that Jesus was a black dude, and that the white people in Jerusalem didn't like his skin color, and since human beings naturally are taught to fucking fear and hate what they don't understand, they want to kill this man. And that's most likely. They say most likely Jesus' murder was a hate crime. I don't know for sure. I mean, I would look at it as such because at the end of the day, literally, as we go into Easter, by the way, happy Easter, people. It's tomorrow's Easter. But yeah, as we go into Resurrection Sunday and all that stuff, yeah, literally, they would literally, they literally like
pierced him in his side, hung him, nails in his hand, all that stuff, hung him on the cross, and literally dared him like, yo, nigga, get off the cross. Like if you the man that you say you are, and that it's so, like you could do all of this stuff, you a miracle worker and all this stuff, my man, get down off the cross then.
My question though is the other two dudes that was up there with him. Yeah. What the hell? Did they claim to be the son of God too?
Nah, they were just criminals.
Okay. That was just the way that was the version of jail.
They was just regular ass criminals. They was just some thug ass niggas that was just up there with Jesus. Like, yo, man, yeah, we up here too, man, on some bullshit. Like, you know how it is in jail. Hey man, we guilty, we innocent too. What you in for? What you in for? Oh, I'm just gonna carry this burden for all of these people that I don't even know. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I give Jesus a lot of credit because I wouldn't have done it. Ain't no fucking way.
I don't only think that racism has been around since beginning of time or biblical times, but I think a lot of shit has been around since beginning times, biblical times. Like, people don't think that insanity was around back then.
Right.
Like, they're like, nah. You know why? Because we started naming insanity. We started finding it. There's fucking crazy people then.
Yeah,
there had to be people with cancer then.
Yeah, leprosy, all that stuff. Whatever. I'm sure they probably didn't have a name for it at the time.
Yeah, they just called it leprosy.
Leprosy.
If you had some fucking disease, it's leprosy.
That's what it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. A lot of this shit existed then.
They talk about they talk about the woman with the issue of blood and all that stuff, and all that. Yeah, all that.
And a lot of that, and a lot of what we know through science today is explained in that. But I mean, that's a whole other podcast for another time.
Yeah,
back to this racist piece of shit.
We're done. We're done with Derek Chauvin and his guilty as hell.
I was gonna say, I'm glad you didn't call it the George Floyd trial because he ain't on trial.
No, he's not.
He's not on fucking trial. So,
good point.
So Derek Chauvin, yes. I'm hoping that like I said, I hope they make some revisions in the policies of Minnesota state law and they give you the chair. But I don't want you to get the chair. I want you to suffer. But Dave says you're not going to suffer. You're going to get 3 meals and a cot. So
put in the wing with a bunch of other racist ass cops.
So
protective custody.
Protective custody. Rest of your life, you get to fucking sit and play dominoes and talk about all the fucking black people you fucked over. You piece of shit. Like fuck him, yo.
No doubt.
Like fuck him, yo. Like
screw him. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. So we'll move on, obviously, to and I think I want to go with your topic, Dave, and let you run that with the 10 worst calls in NBA history.
All right.
Let you go. Go ahead, man.
So I tried to keep them memorable because when I started researching this topic a couple weeks ago when we came up with the idea of the whole 3 and we'd be rotating the topics. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to get all my topics like ahead of time. That way I just have one to pull out of the bag. As you know, I was gonna do best boxing matches that never happened.
Right.
Fact of the matter is, I was gonna do one for each weight class, but there's a lot of fucking weight classes, bro.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize I had to go through all these boxes of who fought who. It became a much more massive research undertaking than what I
can imagine.
Yeah, when you put it in the chat, I was like, "Fuck, I'm actually have to work for this."
Yeah, for real, yo, yeah. So, it was much more massive undertaking than I thought, and I'm like, you know what? Plus, Jay doesn't know boxing. You say you don't know it like that well.
Not good enough. Yeah.
So
recently, I don't know the recent motherfuckers.
So to keep it pod friendly, man, everybody knows NBA. All these calls I made within the 90s. I made sure I kept them from 1990s on. Okay. So we'll most likely remember a couple of these. Some will, some won't. Some will remember worse than others. Right. Sorry, Diz.
Are these all playoff games?
Most of them are. I tried. That's another thing. I trimmed down my list from that. I had a list of like 50 of them, 40 something of them. And I trimmed down all the ones that weren't in the playoffs. So these are top 10 playoff games.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
I didn't have a chance to rank them though, so I guess we could rank them when we're done. If we want. Okay.
We'll know it when we hear number 1. We'll know it when we hear it.
All right, so I'm gonna start at number 10, and then we could just re-rank because I'm just gonna read them right I have them. June 6th, 2005. Detroit and Miami. Eastern Conference Finals, Game 7. Joey Crawford, Robert Ory.
I remember that.
David Jones.
and called the foul on Chauncey Billups.
Called the foul on Chauncey Billups. So, Jay, I don't know if you remember this.
I don't.
They had inbounded. Detroit had inbounded. Yeah, right? Detroit inbounded. And Damon Jones was coming down to guard Chauncey Billups. Joey Crawford come barreling down the court. I don't know what the fuck he was running for. I don't know. But he ran and just straight collided with Damon Jones and knocked Damon Jones out of bounds and onto the ground. and immediately turned around and just called the foul on Chauncey Billups, who didn't even touch this dude. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't remember this. It wasn't game changing or anything like that, but it was definitely one where you had to be like, "What the fuck are you doing, Joey Crawford?" Hey, yo, his name shows up a lot here too. That's I wasn't picking on. Yeah, I wasn't picking on refs or anything like that, man. But Joey Crawford is just a fuck up artist. I'm sorry. This is you got to remember. This is the guy who would do Tim Duncan out of a game for laughing on the bench.
That was gonna be my call. That was gonna be mine, and I was gonna.
It didn't even make the list. It didn't even make the list, yo.
That was gonna be mine, but yeah,
because he had so many other egregious ones, just didn't make the list. Moving on. So that one wasn't big. Moving on. This one was worse. Again, another Joey Crawford special. April 26th, 2010, Suns Portland. Western Conference first round, game 5. Steve Nash. Okay, so to describe the play, Steve Nash is at the top of the key. They're about to run that pick and roll with Stoudemire. Stoudemire comes up to set the pick. Nash rolls around. Camby does not come up with Stoudemire. Camby stays down and guards the wing. Guards the man coming off the wing.
Okay.
So Camby's about 10 feet away from Nash. Out of nowhere, Crawford calls a foul and says that Camby choked Nash by his neck.
What?
I didn't remember this call. I don't remember.
I wish, if you want to look it up. Put Camby fouls Nash. That's all you got on YouTube. Camby fouls Nash.
I'm gonna check it later.
And he tries to explain to the coach that he saw Marcus Camby grab him in a choke slam fashion.
Wow.
Nash was 10 feet away, bro. Yo, he had 2 other guys in between them also. There were 2 guys in between them.
That reminded me of a call that was kind of similar to, I don't know who called it, but I don't know if y'all remember, it was Vince Carter. When Vince Carter slapped Morris Peterson, I think.
Oh, yeah, they called Morris Peterson.
Yeah, they called Morris
Peterson for the fact. But he was only playing around, though. He wasn't serious with that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They called
him a foul. Yeah, that's nuts, yo.
Go ahead.
Next one up, yo. Kings, we all know this one. Kings Lakers. Western Conference Finals.
Game 6. I know that
Dick
one.
Pavetta. Mike Bibby decided to face Kobe Bryant's elbow for some reason. I think he was trying to hurt him.
Yeah.
Because Kobe went like this.
Yeah.
Kobe went like
he went like he hit him with a front joint.
It was an inbound.
He hit him in his
Baby was face guarding him. So Kobe was just like, face guarded people.
Mm-hmm. Yo, and the Kings were up 3-2 in that series.
Kobe ran up to Dick Bavetta and was like, yo, his face hurt my elbow, man. So they called the foul on Bibby.
Yep.
You could put that game 6 and 10 from that game.
Yo, there was so many bad calls in that game. Yo,
here's how bad the call was. Tim Donaghy said he would not have made this call.
Wow.
That's how bad. That's how bad this call is.
That's a bad call.
Was awful.
He could have had money on the game and would not have made that call.
Damn.
All right. That was one of the more egregious ones because you're right.
Because they were trying to get that series to go to 7 games and the Lakers to win that game because the Kings won that series, yo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they got robbed. That whole fourth quarter was a travesty, to be honest.
It was awful.
But yeah. Moving on. The next one up, Tom. Sorry, you're gonna remember this one. Knicks Heat Eastern Conference Finals, Game 5, 1997. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm still
fight. I know.
To this day, I'm still trying to figure out. Like, I know there was a big fight. I know players were suspended, but there was 3 players suspended that had nothing to do with the fucking altercation whatsoever. They were throwaway players though. It was I think his name was Patrick Ewing, Larry Johnson, and Allen Houston.
3 best players, bro.
They were just coming off the bench, bro. You know what I mean? Like
they came off the bench. They got up off their seat, but they didn't get in a fight. Nigga, I was so pissed when they got suspended, bro. We were up 3-1. We were up 3-1.
Yes, yo. Yo, that shit changed the whole series, yo.
Yeah.
Because the next game they would have had no Zoe. Like Zoe was out, yo. Like and PJ Tucker. Yo, that whole front court was gone, yo. Like they would in my mind with no front court. Like make a long story short, same shit happened to us too with Deion Stoudemire when fucking Robert Horry decided he wanted to try to kill Nash. That didn't make my list either though. As a non-call, that didn't make my list. But yeah, that was that next one was the next one. Moving on.
Well, it wasn't a bad call. That's why, because technically, if the rule was if you left the bench, you got suspended. So
yeah, but the fight was in front of the Heat's bench. The Knicks, they stand up.
Right.
They stand up and they walk onto the court to get a better view, but they didn't come across to get involved in the skirmish.
Right.
Come on, bro.
But you know what I call foul? I never heard of that rule until that game, bro. I never heard of that shit before.
I don't think it's ever happened before, though. Did it?
Probably not.
They just instituted to us. I was pissed, bro, because never mind. Go ahead.
Honestly, Tom, though, in that case,
that shit makes me mad to this day.
You would think that if a rule like that would just pop up out of nowhere, it would favor the big market team, right?
We got Squirrel, dog. We got Squirrel.
Who the fuck was to see the Heat in the finals that year? Like, come on, bro.
True.
Like, seriously. Anyway, moving on.
Oh wait, before you do, shout out to y'all. Yo, last night y'all pummeled. Yo, y'all beat the fucking smoke off of who the hell did y'all play last night, yo? The Heat. I mean the Suns. Who y'all play last night, yo? Y'all beat the smoke off of them niggas, yo. I see the score. I was like, damn, it was like 140 to y'all beat about 37. I don't know.
Wasn't it the Thunder? I think it was the Thunder.
Yeah, it was the Thunder. Yep, the Thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all beat the brakes off of them, yo. I mean, it was embarrassing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Next one up. Thank you for that, by the way. I didn't even see the game last night. Golden State, Houston, April 28th, 2019. Western Conference Semis, Game 1. I think y'all remember this one. This is actually famous for a non-call because down 3, 10 seconds left. Harden pulls the 3. He gets fouled by Draymond Green. Right?
Okay.
No whistle. No whistle comes. Harden's shot misses because of the foul.
Right.
Chris Paul gets the rebound, brings it out to 3. Last second, pulls up, gets fouled again by Klay Thompson. Still no call. Rockets lose. Game 1. I remember that. Yeah. That one was terrible because the refs had a chance to get the fucking first fuck up right on the second one.
And wow.
They fucking
which is usually what happens.
The whistle both times. Yo. That was the case of swallowing the whistle.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Here we are. Yeah. Okay. So there's another one. Sorry, man. New York, Indiana. This is June 5th, 1999.
The 4-point play?
The 4-point play. That shouldn't have been.
That was a bad call. I agree.
You ain't say that day, though, motherfucker. I remember I was at your house.
I wouldn't have said it either.
You ain't say it was a bad call that day, motherfucker. But
I didn't.
But I didn't know. Yo, I didn't know until I started researching this topic that he wasn't fouled. Because I was so lost. That day I was so lost in the moment of you jumped like, yeah, let's go. Like, yo, you was I
was pumped, nigga.
Yo, I was like one of the top 3 times I ever seen this. Like suit, like this is on the couch. Like, let's go. Yo, but I never realized that Antonio Davis never fouled him until I started researching this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
and I was like, really? I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. That was horrible. He didn't touch him at all. Like, yeah. So got away with one there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go on. May 27th, 2008. Spurs and Lakers. Western Conference Finals, Game 4. Once again, another Joey Crawford special. The Derek Fisher coming out on Brent Barry on the final shot attempt. Derek Fisher pretty much jumped up and just put his ass right in Brent Barry's face. Like he tried to sit on Brent Barry's shoulder, and somehow Brent Barry gets no call.
Yeah, and the bad thing about that is that I still to this day feel like he didn't get that shot off in time. Yeah,
he didn't get the shot. He didn't get the shot off in time, but the fact he got the contact should have at least brought him to the line for 2. Right. I didn't need 3 to win. I needed 3 to tie.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all needed 3 to win. I just needed 2 to tie.
Right.
I could have went to overtime with just a regular contact foul. They gave him nothing.
They gave him
so
nothing.
Apparently in the NBA, you can jump up, land on somebody's shoulder, and then come down on the ground to have no whistle call.
Yep.
If you're Derek Fisher, or if you're kind of the same team as Kobe Bryant.
That hurts.
Yeah. Or if Joey Crawford's reffing your game. Joey Crawford would make a great jail ref,
Damn.
So May 18th, 1994, New York, Chicago. Eastern Conference Semi, Game 5. I do you remember this one too. Hubert Davis goes to pull a 3. He shoots. He misses. Sometime later, he gets fouled by Pippen. and they settled it alive for 2, which is a win of the game.
That was a 3-point. That was a 3-pointer, I think. That was a bad fucking call too, bro. That was a bad call. He did not touch him.
No, not only that, but the shot was already off and missed. Like the shot was like to West California fucking Mizzou already, and then Pippen came over like foul 3 points. What the fuck?
Wow.
So yeah, that one was a fucked up call too. I had to rewatch that shit several times because I'm like, yo, who calls that?
What?
Like, yeah, who the fuck? What ref calls that?
Like, he called the shooting foul on him.
Once in a line for 3, bro. We won the game from that.
Won the game. Won the game.
That won us the game, bro. That won us the game.
Yeah.
We should have lost that series, bro. We should have lost that series, but
for real.
Oh, so that was the year that Pippen was the guy. That was outside of Jordan years. Okay, got you.
Next one, Spurs and Thunder. This is another famous no call. Ginobili fouled by waiters during the inbound.
Oh yeah!
Get the fuck out of here!
Yo, he pushed him. He shoved him.
He shoved him.
Yo, fuck out of here, Ginobili.
I forgot about that, yo.
Yo, to this day, yo, there's a ref on the sideline, right? There's a ref in midcourt, and then there's a ref on whatever side of the active ball is, right? That's how refs ref.
Yeah, they usually do an L.
How did the sideline ref not see the fucking play?
I don't know.
What the fuck was he looking at? Because I thought he was supposed to look at the ball. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah. Move on quickly from that one.
Yeah. I have only one final one. This is the last one because again I told you I had 10. So this is number 10. Mavs Heat NBA Finals.
Oh gosh.
6-8, 2006. Dirk gets fouled by Wade. Supposedly, I guess absorbing an elbow into his chest. Yeah, he didn't take. I guess he didn't take the elbow correctly or something. I don't know.
Well, because he initiated the contact, he kind of flew into him, and then it's a bad call. It's a bad call.
That whole series was bad. That whole series was bad calls.
Yo, don't run into me, yo.
Yeah. Seriously.
The refs beat Dallas, bro. That series was awful calls. The whole series.
Yo, they say Mike Cuban said it was the worst officiated series ever in NBA Finals.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I think they went to didn't the Heat go to the fucking line like 200 times, yo?
Yeah.
Like
Wade.
Yeah, Wade had 25 free throws in one night, yo. Yeah. Like it was nuts, yo.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that's the 10, man. I don't think there needs to be any particular order.
No. I would put the Kings Lakers one as number 1 though for me.
I agree. That's my one.
That's the worst game. Oh, that Kobe Bryant one.
Worst call. Yeah.
Worst call. Oh yeah.
That's like the worst call ever, bro. Yeah. Sorry. That call was terrible.
Well, wait. You know what? Wait till you see that Camby and Nash call. See that one. See a guy not even touch the other guy and get a whistle.
I've seen that, but I mean, not from that far away. That's just crazy.
Yo, dude, they could. Yo, I don't even think they was in the same stadium.
Yo, that's
Kevin was at home. He fucking came in his backyard and said, "Foul."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's the 10, man. Yeah,
I didn't have a list because I didn't get it. I told you I couldn't.
Oh no, you didn't need to. You didn't need to make one. This was just I was supposed to rank these, but again, the last minute switch arounds, man. So
So they had So I looked at a few that I saw that weren't on your list.
Right.
So there was one that caught my attention. I remember LeBron James. Remember when he traveled? Before that,
he took like 13 steps.
Yeah, which he does plenty of times, and everybody else in the league does too. But this was just egregious in regards.
You're talking about against the Wizards in the playoffs?
It was the Wizards. Yep.
When he hit the game winner. Yeah, okay.
He hit the game winner. Yeah, it was the game winning shot against the Wizards or whatever. But yeah, they didn't call it at all, and yeah, it was a bad call. So then you got was it James Harden gets fouled on four 3-pointers? It says, let me see, what does it say? All of these 3-point attempts clearly indicate he was fouled, but the officials just seem to be disinterested. What makes it worse is that it was a winner-go-home game that would have rewritten history based on only 4 no calls. So I'm trying to think, who the hell were they playing now? It doesn't even say.
Yo, with all the bad calls that Joey Crawford's had, y'all think there was any chance that he was down in here too, yo?
I don't know. He just seemed like a ornery, mad old man.
Yo, they made him go to anger management.
Yeah, wasn't he a New Jersey State trooper, or was that Steve Javi?
I thought that was Steve Javi.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? He act like a state trooper. It could be fucking Joey
He
Crawford.
do.
He act like
a cop, bro.
Yeah, get on the fucking ground, damn. He was like, what
I didn't know that. He had to go to anger management. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he didn't go to anger management before they let him ref games again. Because that was when he threw Tim Duncan out of the game for laughing. He said he tried to lie. He tried to lie and say he mocked him and teased him with some shit.
Which you could see he wasn't.
Yeah, he was talking to his teammate. He just laughed. He's like, what?
Yep.
Yeah, he hated Tim Duncan, yo.
Yo, when Tim Duncan was walking out after he got booted, he was like, "You're a piece of shit, Joe."
No, man. He was like this. Joe, you're a piece of shit. I am angry. I am angry at this call. This is my anger. This is my anger voice. 2008
Eastern Conference semifinals, the Pistons and the Magic. Keon Dooling.
When he ran into Gortat.
When he ran into his own player.
His own guy.
And they called a foul on the other guy.
Yeah, I remember that. Yo, I remember that. He was that was on the short list I had, yo.
Yeah.
Another one. Yo, McHale, 1991 Celtics Pistons.
Okay.
It was 1991 Celtics Pistons. Final shot, yo. It was like 103. Final shot. Kevin McHale got a tip in, but they ruled it offensive interference.
Wow.
They ended up losing the game. Didn't go back to the playoffs since.
Damn.
Or for a while after that.
Damn.
But that was like the downturn of the Larry Bird years and shit. That was when the Celtics started falling apart.
Wow. Oh, hold on. I might be able to show this to you now if I can get it to pull up. Actually, it'll probably come up better this way. See if you can see that. Hold up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Move it a little to the left.
Hold up.
There you go.
Right there? All right.
Yeah, if you flip the phone wide.
It won't let me because it's on the article.
Equally as damaging for Portland.
Oh, yeah, because it won't let I see what you're talking about there. Hold on. His face though. He's like, what?
Kebby was like, I didn't touch nobody. I didn't touch anybody.
Spin away from the ball. No one doesn't even think he should be shooting.
I do not remember this.
Yo, that broke it when the dude was like, I don't even think Nash doesn't even think he should be shooting.
That's crazy. Oh, I got it. Hold on, real quick. Let me do it again. There we go.
Yep, we're gonna get DMCA'd, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Foul comes right now.
Wow.
Right there.
Wow.
Right there. Look at that. 2 dudes between them, yo.
Wow. He said on Roy.
Equally as damaging for Portland.
Damn, remember Brandon Roy, man? Yeah, yo.
Yeah, yo.
Like, who?
Yo. Anyway, all right, fellas. So, good list. Definitely good list. So we'll move on to our last topic, obviously, which is going to be In Living Color. Hey, yeah. So we're gonna pick some of the top. How many skits? Top 5.
This is what I'm gonna do. Because, all right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my favorite one-off skit that doesn't involve a recurring character like Homie Clown or whatever. Yeah. So like a one-off skit like that happened once. Because if I go through all of these skits, I'm gonna be here forever. So I'm gonna just name my favorite characters.
All right,
go. Hey Mom, the Headleys. Homie Clown.
Yeah, yo.
C% Reese.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about them, yo. Greatest hits. Have a tortilla.
Oh, I forgot about that one, yo.
Yeah, yo. We do bar mitzvahs.
Album. The bar mitzvah album.
That was the bar mitzvah. Yeah.
Men on Film.
Mm-hmm.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Okay.
Oswald Bates.
That was one of my favorite, yo. The repudiation, excuse me, defecation.
Yeah.
I have a couple of I got a couple of honorable mentions. I got Handyman.
Yeah.
I got Tom and Tom, the Brothers. I'm gonna ask y'all a question before I get to my favorite one-off skit.
Go.
How come Damon Wayans wasn't a bigger superstar after he left? I'm gonna read this list off to you of the movies he did.
Yeah, God, it's bad.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Colors. This is before Living Color. Colors, which is a good movie. Girls Are Easy. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Then Living Color comes in 1990.
Right.
Last Boy Scout, Mo Money, Blank Man, Major Pain, Celtic Pride, Great White Hype, Bulletproof.
That was all within like 3 years. That was all like within the 3 year span. And Bulletproof is an okay movie. Bulletproof was a
6 year span, bro. From 90 to 96.
The Last Boy Scout was dope. I didn't. Last Boy Scout was funny, but
Last Boy Scout was a cult classic. It wasn't like
I love Last Boy Scout. They're not high. I do. These movies aren't high on the Q rating, but they're classics to me.
My favorite of that bunch, Celtic Pride, yo. I love Celtic Pride.
I know.
I don't know what the fuck you don't like that movie. I love it, yo.
I just recently
Mine's probably Mo Money.
And Mo Money also, yo. Mo Money was funny.
Mo Money was dope for sure.
Shit, and fucking that was Blank Man also, right?
Yes, Blank Man. I said.
So Blank Man is my favorite one. Then Celtic Pride.
And then you got action movies, you got sports movies, you got comedies, bro. So he has Great White Hype too. Don't forget that.
That was great. Yeah, Great White Hype was a good movie. We went to the movies to see that shit, yo.
Yeah. So
so you're asking why was he not a bigger star after the?
Yeah, because he has a 6 year run where he's like kind of rocking.
The top guy, yeah.
So you don't think the fact that he went away to do My Wife and Kids and stuff like that or whatever, like the sitcom, didn't that play a part in that? I mean, maybe not. Maybe
well,
not.
that didn't come until 2001. Okay. I'm gonna read you in between that time what he did. He had a sitcom called Damon. It only lasted 1 season. Yeah. A movie called Goosed, Bamboozled, and I know y'all seen this, or I've seen this movie. I'll never get this time of my life back. Marcy X. It's the worst movie I think I've ever seen.
What's it called?
Marcy X.
Why'd you watch it?
Because I don't know.
The title doesn't even sound appeasing.
Not at all. Like Marcy X. So I can't wait to watch this.
When you get a chance, bro, watch it. It's
a waste of my time. Why would I want to lose time? I get smoked during that time.
I like watching shitty movies sometimes. I don't know.
That is true. I told Matt the same shit. I was like, yo, you have to appreciate this shitty movie once in a while.
Yeah, like I can't tell you.
It's worth watching multiple times.
I can't tell you how many times after seeing it on Belly, how many times I threw in Gummo and watched that stupid ass movie.
I've never seen it. I heard it's good.
Yo, that movie is dumb. It's stupid as hell. It's stupid. It did win awards for some reason, but like it's dumb. It's a movie.
Let me get back on track. My bad. Yeah. So my best favorite one-off skit is Richard Pryor's "Scared for No Reason." I gotta pick that one, bro.
You can't miss it. You can't miss with it. Did you see about the one the Colt 45 skit?
The one that got banned.
The one that got banned because he opens her legs and stuff.
Yeah. That said promoted rape, so they banned that shit.
They banned it. You can see it on YouTube though, but like, it's banned. Yeah, they banned it from the show. Calhoun Tubbs.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Yo, what's the face?
Talk about it when I hear it go.
It's the same bass line every song.
Every single time. The band likes these young girls to tighten them. Thank you very
much. So,
all right, so yeah. Oh, go ahead, Cream up.
Nah, you good.
So Calhoun Tubbs is one of your favorites?
Oh yeah, for sure. Wanda.
Okay.
Wanda, of course. Fire Marshal Bill is on my list, of course. And man, what you call it? What's Cephas and Reese? Yeah, Cephas. I'm never. You're never gonna get me to. You gotta have Cephas and Reese. I'm sorry.
Have to.
That was just hilarious, yo. Like, I'm sorry. that whole situation. My favorite part, like when he was like, yeah, is that a Starra? Like, tweaker, little Starra. Like, yeah.
Where you been?
Yo, I can't, yo. And of course, like I said, men on film. Yeah, men on film, definitely. You can't go wrong with that. So, what's his face? The dude, remember when Tommy Davidson used to play that cook? He's like, hey, pick him up.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that dude?
Yeah. Pick him up.
Yeah.
That big ass giant fucking fish.
Them goggles, yo.
Snack and Shack.
Fly, yo. Pick him up.
Yep.
You done? No. What was your one-off sketch? Your favorite sketch, yo?
All right, so yeah, hold on. No, because I
wait till you hear my list, Liz. That's all I'm saying, yo.
I don't want to pick the wrong one. It's a shame because Homie the Clown would probably be one of them, especially when he had the little kid.
When Homie met Sally, that's my favorite. When he was dating his parole officer.
Oh yeah, yeah. And when he bought the man, when he sold out.
I don't remember how.
Sold out. Homie sold out. He was at Shea Whitey and shit. He was at that restaurant, Shea Whitey. This is the man. The door open and shit. The white ass bright light. The man. The man now.
Yeah, that show's ahead of his time, yo.
Way ahead of his time, yo. So, yo.
Yeah,
go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead. I can't think of it, but it might have been the Jim Carrey one where he's remember the bodybuilding chick?
You're the Milo?
Yeah.
She was eating the roids. So she was eating roids like Barry Bonds.
Hold on, let me get my cat out real quick.
I think that might be one of my favorites, but damn, there's so many of them. I don't even know. I don't have a specific one that's coming to mind that I can even think of right now.
I forgot about Milo, bro.
So I'm gonna just go with my top 5 favorite characters, and then one of my funniest sketches I think ever, yo. Okay, so number 5, the Homeboy Shopping Network, yo. By far one of the most quotable fucking shit, because I still say to this day, we got prices. Yeah. It was $49.95. Now it's $49. Number 4, Oswald Bates. I'm sorry. Oswald Bates is one of the funniest characters ever invented at that shit, yo. Yeah. Yo, I call him Steve. Every time I hear Stephen A. Smith talk, I'm thinking him, yo.
Really?
Is that wrong? Was that wrong? Is that wrong to think of Oswald Bates? Every time I hear Stephen A. Smith, the pontification, excuse me, the flatulation of my bronze is Metamucil.
I can't. I can't.
Yo, number 3, Anton Jackson. I'll never forget when Anton Jackson. I'll never forget when Anton Jackson had that reporter over to stay at his house, and he was like, "Where do I use the bathroom?" He was like, "Oh, the bathroom's right here." And that car with that shit in
it. I forgot about Anton Jackson, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, he was like, this old homie, he had that house, this whole homie, yo.
This old box.
This old box. And he was like, we're gonna be making a wig. And he just punched the hole through that shit. We're gonna knock out the east wall.
Yeah, I remember that shit,
We're gonna knock out the east wall.
Where do you use the bathroom? He was like, the bathroom's right here. I was like, yeah.
That was crazy.
So number 2, Fire Marshal Bill, for obvious reasons. The man was an icon.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
number 1, funniest character. I don't give a fuck how many times I watch it. The Reverend Carl Pathos. Jim Carrey as the Reverend Carl Pathos. I thought that's
Hour
of power. I was actually about to say that one for the skit, yo. Yeah. Hour of power. Yo, that shit was hilarious, yo.
Yo,
there was actually 2 of those though. It's one where they're in the church, and then there's one where they got to go to court and answer for why they got all this money.
Word.
I'm gonna send it to y'all, yo. It's hilarious.
No, and it was and my number one-off sketch. They were doing some kind of, I guess they were doing like a, you know how they do like a Christmas album where you have all the stars come together, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this one was like an Elvis. It was like an Elvis impersonator. It was Jim Carrey, and he was an Indian Elvis. He was Elvish. Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to rock? Like, it was an Indian Elvis. I could not, I can't, yo.
Wow.
Like, that shit, yo, A Living Color, half their sketches would not fly today, yo.
No.
I was just about to say that, yo. I was just about to ask y'all that.
You could not have Jim Carrey come out and be an Indian, play Indian Elvis with an accent and get away with it, yo.
I got my
Men on
sketch.
Film will definitely not air.
I got my sketch. I got my sketch, yo.
Which one?
Crown Heights story.
Oh, yo.
Crown Heights story.
And we were just talking about being racist, and hey, you come just.
I know. Crown Heights story, yo. That shit is classic, bro.
That would not fly today.
No, man, no.
Hell no.
No. Crown Heights story, yo. Looking up.
It would be the next morning. It'd be A Living Color has been canceled.
Yeah.
Amazingly canceled overnight.
Yo, word up, bro. Word up. And it's funny because it's crazy because the Chappelle show was just as racy as A Living Color was, you know, in regards to what they did, yo. Remember when Dave Chappelle was Nat King Cole and he was pouring that liquor all over that bitch? So he was singing the best of Nat King Cole. And he was pouring that liquor all over. He poured the whole bottle down. Yeah.
But you know what though? But see, the Chappelle show was on cable. I mean, Living Color was on Fox. So a lot of the stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's why Keenan left the show, because the censors was cracking down on him from Fox.
Yeah.
That's why he
I'm
left.
surprised. Why he couldn't afford to go cable? He ain't made enough money.
That's true.
He should have been on HBO or Showtime or something.
I heard he's like notoriously cheap, yo.
He probably is. You got all them brothers, man. Listen, shit. There's a lot of family. They got a lot of family.
It's 10 of them, right?
Yo, Thomas might know this. Thomas might know this, but Jay, I don't think Jay would. Let me see. Yo, who is the cheapest boxer that you know? Absolute cheapest. When I say cheapest, I mean he wears like $5 jeans and still shops at Kmart if you can find one.
I don't know.
Like
Bernard Hopkins.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
He is notoriously cheap, bro.
Yeah.
Like
that's right.
He will drive instead of fly if it's cheaper.
You know what? That's an easy guess. That's an easy guess though. You don't know why? Because he fought till he was damn near 60. He still got no ring
and was still fucking livers up with that left.
No, he was beating niggas'
like,
ass,
yo, one of the fights that I had on that boxing thing was Floyd versus B Hop, yo, and super middleweight. Because I had to adjust weight classes and shit too. Like,
right.
Not, like Floyd's weight class. I'm sorry, welterweight is just a bunch of fucking bums. I'm sorry, yo.
Yo, Floyd
it's just a bunch of fucking bums.
Floyd would have got his ass handed to him, yo, if he'd faced off.
Do you think Floyd? Yeah, I'm gonna say, do you think Floyd would have beat B Hop, yo?
Yeah, because they had the same style. They had this. They both fought Philly Shell. They both
ran but B Hop was a left-hander. Floyd had problems with left-handers.
Yeah.
He had problems with lefties, man.
Y'all do remember, fight night, I literally used to beat heavyweights with Bernard Hopkins, because of that style, that style and that counter punch that Bernard Hopkins.
Yo, I used to hate Niz, yo. I used to hate playing Niz in fight night because he always had that fucking counter punch. He just stand there, he wouldn't even do shit.
I stole my style from him.
Yo, laziest fucking box I ever seen. I was just like,
he wait for you to make
the first move. Don't punch, motherfucker. I want to counter punch too, mother. So I'm like,
nope.
I just downloaded that.
Tom was Floyd before Floyd.
I just downloaded the round 2 the other day, or last week.
Round 2, I think, was the best one. I think about it.
I agree.
Yo, how many gigs? Tom, how many gigs was it? Like 2 gigs?
like 4, bro. Like 4 gigs.
What's up, man? I'll download that shit, man. I'll tune you up, man. What's up, yo?
No, good. Let's go. After I gotta leave and go do something real quick, but yeah, I'll be on in like an hour.
Hold on, Jay. You remember last week?
Yeah, when he said he was gonna play Call of Duty and he never fucking did. Fuck him. Yeah.
Oh, cuz my barber called me. He was like, "Come now."
I don't care. It's a week later, bro. You never played. I'm not saying you didn't play that day. You never played.
Tom's like, scared.
Sorry.
Yo, Tom, bro, we're not messing with you, man. Just don't say nothing. Just don't say it. Just don't say it.
All right.
But yeah, man. And Living Color was definitely that joint, yo, for sure.
Yo.
There was another one. There was another skit that dang, it just left me, yo. That I was.
The good thing about it, you can find mostly all of the skits on YouTube.
Yeah, most of it is probably available.
Yeah, the Hollywood Square skit, they should be good too, yo.
I know which one. Jim, yo, it's a shame. Jim Carrey is at the center of a lot of these skits, yo. Remember when he
and Damon Wayans, yeah.
Yeah, remember when he played Chuck Woolery on The Love Connection and he kept like sitting on
That's
the bed?
pilot.
He was like.
Yeah. That's
What about Old Train, yo, with Doc Cornelius, yo? They were like, yo, they had the Grim Reaper coming down the Soul Train and shit.
Y'all making me want to watch these right after
he was like,
this
is Don Cornelius. They had to come wake his ass up. Don, wake up, Don. Oh, Don Cornelius. With Old Train.
I can't, yo.
It was such an iconic show, yo. Yo, it's like Sunday nights. Well, Sundays you would play all day. You come in the house, eat, take your fucking shower. After you done your shower, everything, come downstairs. You got Simpsons. What was it? What was it?
Yeah.
Simpsons and Living Color, and then America's Most Wanted, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Good memory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember, dude, after America's Most Wanted, it was bedtime, man. Time to go to school the next day. That shit was like routine, bro.
Yep.
Like,
I got a question for y'all. What y'all think is rated on IMDb? What do y'all think it's rated as?
What, in Living Color?
Mm-hmm.
Like a 6.5, 6.7, somewhere in the 6.7
Maybe
range.
I'll say like a 7.7 or 7.8.
8.1.
Damn.
Which is pretty good.
Damn.
You know what? Thinking about how good the show was, it's not high enough. It was literally one of the first variety shows of its kind.
Damn.
One of the first sketch shows of its kind on public TV. Because you gotta remember Saturday Night Live, that shit was playing, but Saturday Night Live is like you're not gonna compete with them. So
it's an hour and a half.
Yeah, they're not gonna compete with them. So in a half-hour sketch comedy format, man, Living Color, man. Yeah, and it lost a lot of careers. Like it lost a lot of careers, bro.
Jim Carrey gives it 100% credit for
Jennifer Lopez's career. I launched from there too. Like
she was a fly girl, for sure. Dang, man. All right, well, listen, man, it's been real, but I'm on my last day of my fast before Easter, and I'm hungry, and I'm about to go get something to eat because I'm past my time now, so I can eat. So, hey, man, looks I'm about to jump on.
Wait, you fast?
Yeah, 21 days, 21-day fast.
Yeah. Wait. 21 days, what? No meat?
No, 21 days. 21 days. You go an 8-hour period while being awake of giving up, food or whatever, like food, for that 8 hours.
So from 10 to 6, you won't eat food.
Correct.
Oh, that's fine. You can drink water.
Water, yeah, you can drink water.
Oh yeah. Damn, any Catholic diabetics are fucked, huh?
Well, I mean, if you're a diabetic, you're allowed to eat a cracker or something to regulate you. You don't want to hurt nobody get messed up.
So there's loopholes in the Bible.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, no, there wasn't. There ain't no loopholes in the Bible, but there wasn't diabetes either. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe we just discussed it. It was leprosy. It was leprosy. They
had some leprosy.
Yeah. So again, look, we're the flesh. So at the end of the day, we always gonna make mistakes. At the end of the day, we gotta ask for grace and mercy, and that's what it's for. So at the end of the day, look, I mean, I can give it up, but at the end of the day,
one more question, Jay.
We're humans.
One more question, right? Yeah. If a person didn't ask for it and he still got mercy, does that make a person who asked for it feel like fucked up? Like, damn, I didn't even have to ask for it. I didn't even have to devote my life to this to get it. Like, imagine if you got to heaven and you saw a bunch of dirty ass motherfuckers. Like when I say dirty, not dirty like dirty people, like dirty, like they did dirty things.
Yeah.
And then you found out none of them asked for it. Would that piss you off?
I wouldn't know anyway, because from what I understand, what I understand, after that will be changed. We won't know none of that. So, it is what it is. I mean, I can't say one way or the other. I mean, I would be like, but it does make you think. Now, the human flesh. I mean, look, I'm a realist. I'm a Christian. I believe in God and all that good stuff or whatever. But I'm also very intelligent enough to think about things like, can I just be a total dickhead, kill?
I used to always think that too, and repent on your deathbed.
And repent on my deathbed and be like, "Yo, man, I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
I don't even blame God if he turned out a deal like that. He'd be like, "No, bitch." I don't even blame him, yo.
Now, my understanding is that if you confess with with a clean heart and say, "Hey, listen, look, I'm sorry," but again. God also says that if you're conscious of it's like fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me or whatever. Like if you keep doing things that you're fully conscious of or whatever and know that you ain't supposed to do them, technically, you may still get into heaven, but you're gonna get whipped with many stripes before you get there. Purgatory, you get that mid stage. You know how
so you get like Steve Howe chances. you get to keep fucking up, man. Like Jewish people with Yom Kippur, the way it was explained to me is they can fuck up all they want. And then on Yom Kippur, just go and just ask for forgiveness and get it and be a clean slate the next year. It don't matter what the fuck they did.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's how they justify not feeling bad about what they do. Right. Oh, by the way, Jay, I got a 30-minute conversation with one of my bosses. Woo!
Well, we're gonna
I can say.
All right. Well, we're gonna go now and take this off of the off of live. But yeah, man, we appreciate you riding with us. Hey, we'll try to do better next time. Until next week. Y'all have a happy Easter, man. Be safe, man.
Later.
Peace.